It is your boyfriend on the beat.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Star Simmer Rose, and I am back with another video. This time we are with the Mace family, and last video we were just building. I just let the video play over the speed build, and I just talked about the different parts of their house, and yeah, I think that's all we got into last episode. The episode before that, the first episode, I was just flipping through the pictures of their intro to the main save, her graduating and things like that, and moving to the new house. But what I did, I went too far with the pictures in the first episode of the Mace family. I was only supposed to show up to the point where the family moves into their new home. But I went off of the pictures I had, so I actually previewed all the videos I'm about to show with the Mace family. Brianna going to work, going to the Starlight Accolades, the baby viewing, all that I already showed. So yeah, error on my part. But you will get into all of that in these next few episodes. So next week I have an episode coming out for the Mace family. I believe it's on Monday. So I'm kind of switching it up. I want to see if I can put out 5 videos next week. As just like a dump. Well, I'm just going to see how next week goes with the videos. And I think I have another week, like that following week, I have 5 videos coming out. So I'm going to see how that goes for the next few weeks and see if I can keep it up. But yeah, it looks like Demario is taking care of the baby, just interacting with the baby a little bit. He's getting a little hungry. Is he gonna cook? Oh no, he's gonna get leftovers. Okay. My sim self is at work until 7 p.m. And I didn't give her this pink lab coat. It is like the generic career outfit. So I thought that was so cute because my favorite color is pink. So I was like, that's perfect. That pink lab coat. It's perfect. So I have 3 sim selves in this save. This is the first one, and this is the sim self I've been playing with for the longest. I played with this family until they got to 1,000,000 simoleons organically through gardening, and I played with them around the time the game first came out. Sims 4 had just come out, and there wasn't much of a world. The skin, that was before the skin tones were updated. It was before a lot. So this is the sim self. Now I kind of modeled the sim selves after myself a little bit. So this one is like my dance, yoga, science background side. And so I'm just living vicariously through my sims. And yeah, she is a doctor. And she has a little family growing, so I think this was just so cute. And my second sim self I've been playing with for a long time as well. That one's more my creative side, a little less like me, but I think she has some like veterinarian skill, I think, and some baking skill. So I do have a little baker side of me, a little creative side of me. But that one's a little bit less like me. She has, I think, 3 sons and a daughter. And she stays in San Myshuno right now. And then my third sim self is, I think, well, I wouldn't say the most like me, but it's a lot like me. No, I say this sim self. This sim self is the most like me. But the third sim self looks the most like me. So, yeah, she's a celebrity chef. She owns multiple restaurants across the world. And she's just a mogul in her own right. And she has a bunch of kids with a bunch of baby daddies. I don't have any kids. But in my head, like, I would love to have a bunch of kids with one person. Okay, my sim self is back from work. She had a great day at work today, and her needs are good, which is good. Okay, so we have the Lady of the Knits aspiration. I wonder if we're gonna... I don't think we complete that one. Miss Mace is in her eighth level of the doctor career. So she's looking to be a surgeon soon, level 9. But she has to deliver a baby first. So she has to wait for a sim to be pregnant and then deliver the baby at the hospital before she can get promoted. So I always wondered how long that would take since I don't age my Sims. I turn the story progression off. I don't know how that works, but I figured it out. It just spawns a Sim you already have in your game into the hospital already pregnant. So all you have to do is do the delivery and you get promoted, or you have to increase your you have to complete your work tasks, and you have to increase the career bar all the way, but you'll be promoted after you deliver the baby. So you don't have to do it again once you do it once. Okay, it looks like Demario is going to the gym, the home gym, while we are interacting with the baby in our work clothes, getting the baby sick. We could at least change, showered, something. Okay, so we're just interacting with the baby. The baby's name is Julio right now, but it's gonna be changed, I believe, to Jules. So you'll see that later on. And again, this footage is from 2021. I'm just going back and putting audio over the recordings. So these babies were already named like forever ago. And I changed the name because I just liked how it sounded better. I liked how Jules sounded, so I just went with that instead of Julio. I think Julio was like an auto-generated name. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I think it was auto-generated and I didn't really like it, so I changed it. We're gonna hang up her diploma in her office. Okay, Demario is getting some sleep. Let's see, we're gonna keep interacting with the baby. It looks like she made it to parenting level 2. She can now influence kids to do homework. And I think this is where I took one of the pictures. I really like this angle, minus how everything looks behind her. But I really like how that looks, that scene looks. Okay, she's gonna get some sleep. Okay, so what I was saying before, when she was holding the baby, that's when I took the picture that you can see in the intro of the Mace family. So you can see from the intro that she was holding her baby in this room. That's where that photo comes from. It's somewhere in the middle somewhere. But yeah, if you can remember from the Mace intro, if not, I'll put it in the description, or I'll put a card up to it somewhere. You can watch the intro to the Mace family and you can see how I messed up. But yeah, you can already see that she has her baby. She's in the new home. They're building up the new home. Soon, we're going to have the baby viewing. And so all of her friends are going to come. You're going to get to see that. And yeah, I'm just excited to get into it. All right, we are up. The baby is crying. So we have to tend to that baby. Looks like he's got a stinky diaper. And we're going to feed him and interact with him a little bit. I wish we could like sit down in the rocker with the baby and take the baby, you know, in a carrier on the front or the back like we do the infants. I wish we could do that for babies. Okay, she's gonna fix some needs Demario is getting his groove on in the living room. Okay, looks like we're gonna serve some dinner. Just gotta figure out what. 83,000 from interest earned. That is crazy. Herb crusted salmon. Okay, so that's what she's gonna cook so we can eat finally. I want this robe in real life. Like, I want to know where I can find this robe so I can have a robe like this. I just love this robe. It's so good. Okay, Demario is going to talk to her while she's cooking. This is so cute. They're just having a day at the house. She's cooking. He's talking to her while she's cooking. The baby's sleep. Or not, the baby's not asleep, but the baby's in the crib just chilling. Okay, she finished the herb crusted salmon. Demario's taking care of the baby before he eats. Just eating some salmon. Did she just make salmon and no like rice or spinach or something? I see the garnish on the salmon, but it need no sides. Excellent quality. She's a good cook. Okay, so his aspiration is to be a friend of the world. So he wants a lot of friends and he wants to be beloved. So that's going to be his aspiration. Uh-oh, things are going wrong with the baby and Demario. Okay, we're going to describe a new idea to him. Going to brighten his day. Her fun is getting a little low. Okay, so she has level 10 cooking and charisma. A few other skills. Oh, fishing is level 4. That's good. Fitness is level 10. Gardening 10. Gourmet cooking 5. Herbalism 3. Knitting. Logic. Veterinarian is 10. I remember I did get into that a little bit. Off screen. Off camera. I do remember getting into the vet business, knitting a little bit. She has a few max skills, so that's a good thing. This is the sim I've been playing with the longest, so she's bound to have a few skills. Okay, she's eating and talking. They're talking about video games. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna romance a little bit. Profess undying love. One thing about these two, boy, they love each other, okay? I like that kind of dynamic with my sim selves, with their significant others. Like, I want them to love each other deeply. Oh, she's a savant. She has a lot of traits. Observant, mentor, naturalist. She has a lot of traits. Marketable, sell items they've crafted for more simoleons. Sickness resistance, because she's in the doctor career. Speed cleaner, super green thumb, shrewd, business savvy. Okay. So she has a lot of traits. I think she has at least 12 because I think she has that most interesting sim in the world. We got that trophy with her. So I think she has just about 12 traits. All right, the baby is sleeping. We are going to check the neighborhood action plans. Sharon is caring. Oh, no. That means people can just come to your house and take whatever they want, which is good if you're going to other people's houses and taking stuff, but not so much if you have guests over and they just start taking stuff. So, yeah, but the other ones are good, like Foodies Unite, Green Gardening, Self-Sufficiency. They can add influence points from gardening and being handy, fishing, gardening, handiness. And then Foodies Unite, that's if you're in a career or if you're cooking, you get influence points. So we're looking to repeal the Sharing is Caring Neighborhood Action Plan, or NAP for short. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. So on Friday, they'll be able to repeal that. But until then, we're not going to have anybody over. Although I might forget and I might end up with some stuff missing. Okay, it looks like she's going to watch TV downstairs for some reason. But I'm not going to do that. I think we're going to put this herb-crusted salmon away. Oh, and then she's going to do some yoga. That'd be nice. Get her wellness skill up. Okay, so we put the food away. Now we're going to do a bit of yoga, I think. And I got to just say, this is one of my favorite spaces in the whole house. Like, this yoga studio is perfect. Like, I love it. All right, getting into some yoga. Oh, we acquired the wellness skill, so we didn't have the wellness skill before. But I think that'd be a perfect skill for her to get into since she's a doctor. and she's going to be kind of on edge all the time. So I think wellness would be good for her to get into. All right, so we're in build mode. Let's see what we end up doing here. Electronics. Okay, we needed a streaming drone. So that's why we're in build mode. I want her to start streaming her yoga routines. That way she can get a little bit of fame, and it's just what I want to do with my sim. All right, so we're gonna cut this thing on and we're gonna get to streaming. And maybe she can record. Oh, you can record other people? I didn't know that. Okay, so we're gonna start the stream, but we're gonna record some videos too. That way we can edit them and gain fame that way, gain some money. Because I don't think you gain money from streaming. I think you just gain followers, and I think you just gain followers from streaming. Yeah, this space is just so serene, like my favorite place in the house. Okay, she's gained 125 followers from streaming. I think streaming gives you more followers than anything. Oh, so the next scene is going to be us working on her office. And here it is. She's in her robe. She is done with yoga. And we're just trying to get her office somewhat together. I changed her office like a billion times already. But this is one of the first iterations of her office. In this corner right here, but we'll eventually move it to the other side of the house where the bathroom is right now. But for right now, this is what we have, and I kind of like it. I like the purple theme. I like how she has her walk by faith, not by sight. I got these, I believe I got them from Rosie Mal on the gallery, the different pictures up there. And then I took some pictures of her at her graduation, her baby, and another picture. And I put it in this, in that photo frame. And then she has her degree and her medical license hung up on the left there. So yeah, I really like her office though. It came together really nicely, I think. Okay, so I wanted some fish around. So I'm just adding in some fish tanks. Oh, and I love this little fish tank from the Snowy Escape pack. It's a goodie. I like this one a lot. I think she's going to have an axolotl, but that'll be... This was way before Love Struck was even out, so we're not going to have an axolotl just yet, but I think that's what I want her to have. Just trying to find the right spot to put the fish tank where it would look good. Oh, and the spa would be perfect. I think I've been to a few nail salons that have had fish tanks. So I think adding a fish tank here was like a great choice. Okay, back into live mode. Okay, and tell me, is it live mode or live mode in the comments? Put a little camera if it's live mode. Put a little house if it's live mode. All right, so we're going to change the baby's diaper. We're going to bounce him. Feed him. All right, and she's getting a little bit tired. So after we interact with the baby, we might get some sleep. Okay, it looks like we're just gonna keep interacting with the baby. Or not, we're just gonna get some sleep and let the husband do it. That's a good choice too. He's hungry and tired, so he might be worse off than she is. Okay, the baby's sleeping so they can get some sleep. I'm going to cut the video off right here. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you could leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you liked the video, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.